Today we are looking at how children learn and how that could translate into your gift giving this season. Dr. Abby Mahone from Harrisburg Academy is here to fill us in. I'm really excited to talk to you about this because a lot has changed since you and I went to school and kids are learning differently. So how so?
It's true, it's true. So we know through lots and lots of educational research that students learn by connecting new knowledge with things that they already know. And it happens best in these situations, active social situations, where they're able to explore new information with other people and really get to explore it in lots of different ways. And so the new part of that, relatively new part, is actually the active learning part. So active learning was really first coined in the early 90s by educational researchers. And if you think about it, if you think about your grandparents, right? They were used to being entertained by listening to the radio. And so when they went to school, it wasn't a big deal to just be talked at, right? To have the teacher have all the information, the sage on the stage, and give you that, right? Now, I'm a television girl myself, right? And I love television. And when I was growing up, it was all right to both hear information, but I wanted to see something too, right, as I was learning. But now kids are so fully immersed and engaged in so much of what they're doing, whether it be video games or their phones or anything, that also not only is the expectation at school, but that also is what our best practices and research is stating, that you want to have students really involved in this new information that they're learning.
Really interesting. So when parents are thinking then about the best gifts to give this holiday season, they want to, of course, enhance their learning. So what types of products will help us to engage the student?
I think that's a great question. I think if you even look at some of the hottest toys this season, and we could bring them all out here, right? A lot of them are allowing students to actively engage, whether it be, you know, the long-standing Legos or the latest Nintendo Switch. Sure, there are those products, but I really want to encourage families to think a little more broadly about gift giving this year. So whether it maybe be, you know, a class that you can gift your child if they're really interested in music, trying something new, a guitar class, or even a membership to the local science center. We have wonderful resources in the area that I think would be awesome as gifts. Another thing that I've thought a lot about is these subscription boxes. There are the Kiwi crates and the little passports. There's all different ones. And that really spreads the gift giving out the entire year, but allows them to focus on their passions and their interests, but be engaged in building something. It also can allow you to work with your child to do it. Some of my very favorite ideas for this gift giving season are actually things that you don't even necessarily have to go out to the store. So if you're a little late, like I am, and maybe that top toy is sold out, think about some other ideas. I don't tell my kids, but I'm going to gift them a calendar, and on that calendar will already be pre-planned activities that we can even do together. Maybe it's play dates or movie dates. I love the idea. There's a very famous book called Yes Day, and in this book, the child just gets to have a day where they get to follow their passions and their dreams. So maybe get that book and gift your child a Yes Day. They want pizza for breakfast? Yes, right? What a fun, meaningful time together.
Absolutely. I love your idea on this. And if somebody wants some more information about Harrisburg Academy and your approach to learning, where can they find that?
Oh, that's a great question. So our website is always a great place to go. And I think the other thing I encourage people to do is to come on by. We offer private tours anytime you want them. But we take learning very seriously, you know, and all schools do. And I see lots of different schools trying to solve this active learning problem. And that's why you see the rise of the cyber schools or the e-learning programs. But at Harrisburg Academy, we build our lessons and our units around the students' passions and their interests and their questions about the world, and then really allow them to dive into authentic learning. And that's, you know, the very best job in the world I have, getting to spend my days with these very, very talented teachers and students.
Well, your passion really comes across. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Oh, thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Good Day PA.